Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review This Is GWAR. This is the new documentary from director Scott Barber that focuses on the career, the story, the downfall, the successes, the failures of GWAR, which is this crazy metal band, art collective combination of monsters of the universe as they make really impressive metal music, put on one of the craziest shows ever. And you can tell the ridiculous influence this band had to have. Because I'm like sitting there, I'm like, is Slipknot like based off of GWAR, except it's this band with all these distinct characters and all these costumes and stuff like that. I'm like, if not explicitly, there definitely was something that was drawn from there. And this has such a fun group of people commentating on it, because let alone the actual people in GWAR who are hilarious and very, very raw. Like this documentary, I have to give it to this documentary because there's a lot of films that gloss over things. And, this could have easily been, and the structure is, here's their story, easy, straightforward. And that's probably the most normal thing about this film, is that it has that generic, here's beat by beat, this is their story, timeline was, boom, there it is. But this film does not shy away from showing tension between these people. And there's moments where I'm like, ooh, didn't expect them to be so specific and aggressive about each other. And there's some resentment and some deep emotional trauma between some of these band members and how they feel about each other. And I feel like that's one of the most impactful and engaging and inspired aspects of this film, is that this does not pull punches. And I always give a documentary extra credit when thinking about it in my head, when it's like, okay, this film knows that this isn't just all sunshine and rainbows. There is something deep, emotional, and intimate about this story. And This Is GWAR is able to capture that. You feel that these different bandmates have been hurt by each other. And that emotion pulls you in and keeps you engaged, because this is almost a 2-hour documentary, which I did not expect. I was expecting this to be 90 minutes, but no, this goes, and Shudder has themselves a winner here. This is a really quality documentary. It's well made, it's well structured, it's funny, it has a lot of personality to it. You have the commentators outside of just the band members. You have Weird Al Yankovic and Thomas Lennon and Ben Margera and Alex Winter, and just listening to all of them talk about this band and listening to all the band members talk about their own band and their experiences, how they have conflicting perspectives on different stories and stuff like that. It's engaging, it's impactful, it's something that I had such a blast watching. I learned so much. I do wish that they focused a little bit more on the actual musicality and the music of this band, because they have their moments, obviously they have to focus on some level, but they do spend so much of it focusing on the pageantry, the performance, the art performance of their act, that I do wish that outside of hey, this guy was an amazing guitarist, well, show a little bit more of it. I don't feel like they didn't realistically spend a ton of time actually focusing on the music, which I think, and this could just be a personal thing, they didn't need to, but it did feel like a hole was there. I'm like, we're talking about a band here, what about the music? And I do appreciate the perspective of, this is Outcasts. This is a story of Outcasts. This is a group of people that indeed listen to Kiss and all these things they were judged for, and they threw it back in society's face. They were nominated for Grammys. They got put on trial for obscenities in public. And this is just a wild ride from start to finish. Definitely worth your time once it starts streaming on Shudder in July. But those are my thoughts on This Is GWAR. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.